Welcome back to the Europe Times. In this video we're gonna hypothetical imaginations what would happen if the sun disappeared. First of all, before going to the depth of this hypothetical imaginations research, first understand the importance of sun. The sun is a star at the center of the solar system. It is nearly perfect sphere of hot plasma with internal connective motion that generates a magnetic field. Nothing is important to us on Earth than the sun. The sun provides heat to Earth. The sun heats up the Earth and temperature for animals. Without the sun, the Earth would be a cold wasteland. If suddenly, for any reason, the sun disappears, for any reason, then the light from the sun takes estimatedly 8 minutes to arrive the world. If for any reason the sun suddenly stops or disappears, then we could have 8 minutes to see the sun, to see the lights all over the world. But right after the 8 minutes, what happens is the basic question. Just after the 8 minutes later, the sky suddenly turns black. Darkness descends upon the entire planet. No matter whether at the moment it's the deep dark of the midnight or brightly sunny noontime at your location, you can quickly see the difference. Everything turns black. The stars are now clearly visible against the sheer black drop of the sky. The moon is not visible. This is the first thing. The moon is not visible since there's no longer any sunlight for it to reflect. The most dreadful consequence of all this is the complete and utter cessation of the process of photosynthesis, resulting in plants and oxygen proceedings. But just after an hour, the true panic begins over the daytime inside the Earth. Power and communication propagate all across the entire planet. Temperature everywhere drops by several degrees, and the Earth surface begins to slowly cool. But what happens after the 24 hours? After the 24 hours, dawn has not and will not arrive. Panic and chaos are enveloping the entire world. The temperature on the surface falls between 5 to 7 degrees Celsius. But what happened after the 7 days? It's still dark after 7 days. The average temperature on Earth is now minus 17 degrees Celsius. All the herbivores and heat-loving animals will die. But the question arises, what happens after a year? So in the last, the surface of Earth and the oceans are covered with a thick layer of ice. And in the end, however, it's important to realize that the scenario is just a fantasy, or rather a thought experiment of sorts.